All right, we're looking at the lighting computer. When you turn on the computer, there's no password on this computer, so just turn it on. Double click on Show Express. You want to look here and keep looking because you want to be sure it says interface found. It'll disappear. That's your first step to knowing you are connected and it's working. This over here, if you can see, there's a little green line under the connector. That shows that DMX is on. If that is ever red, none of these will work. So you want it on. If you come over here, this is where scenes are created. No. This is where scenes are created. If DMX is on here and you jump back to the live screen, this is where we want you to live, by the way. In this screen is where you're going to live. But if for some reason DMX is on here and it's not working, click on editor. If DMX must be off in this screen, okay? We're going to let you live in here. You have scenes that are pre-created. All you have to do, this is a touch screen, just press and you have what you see there. You can add different steps from within different boxes. This controls the movers. Here's a crazy move for dancing, white spots. Anyway, different options, and you have a fast blackout. Just blacks everything out, okay? Okay, this is your wall station controller. It controls the lights. Pretty much it's a recorder. It records what you see. So right now, nothing works on it because DMX is on in the booth, which is nice. So if you're running a show from up there, nobody can come mess with the lights. But while it is on in the booth is when you program it. You hold the top and the bottom down, keep holding it until it hiccups. You'll see it, it flashes. Now, if I press this button here, this scene that you see over here, all this red, has been stored into it. When DMX is turned off, by turning the computer off in the booth, this becomes active and you can play your scenes. Don't record anything into the 5th scene, that's your off. Freeze it. All right, we have turned off DMX in the booth, so your bottom turns everything off, as you can see. We recorded this earlier. Scene 1 is just an all white. Scene 2 is a blue. And the one that we just recorded, 3, was red, and there you go. So that's how easy it is to use this. And we're gonna turn the lights off here. Once again, once DMX is on in the booth, this becomes inoperable. All right, these jacks are right outside of the booth. This is for a mix connection if you have a band that comes in. The top one is labeled mix top, the bottom is mix bottom. And we'll show you how it's connected to the mixer. There's another 2, just like this inside the booth. They're B top, B bottom. B stands for booth. This is how you log on to your digital mixer. It is a 16-channel mixer from any device, computer, phone, iPad, any smart device. You go to your network settings, you will see Soundcraft UI16, be sure it's selected. With it selected, open up a browser window. We'll show you how to do it on your phone in a second. Your entry to this is 10.10.1.1. You're going to select a device. If you're on an iPhone or Safari device or any other Android device, you pick the smaller one. We're on a computer, we're going to choose the larger setting. Let it load, and there's your mixer. All right, remember we talked about the jacks outside, mix top, mix bottom. There's your volume control. All right, for the ones up here in the booth, if a DJ is up here in the booth, they can plug in. You have booth top, booth bottom. Here are your volume controls as well. Now, if you look up here, we're in the mixer position. If you click on mix gain, this is the gain, which is on a typical mixer is the little knob at the very top. Think of it as the water coming into your house. If the water main is too low going to, let's say, mixer bottom, you're not going to get enough water at the shower. Your shower may be being your mix bottom when they plug in outside for mixing. So if you're in the mix position and you're way up here and you're still not getting a decent volume, click on gain and gently bring this up to increase the gain into the channel. Now, more advanced mixing options, which we don't recommend for those who have no experience. When you select a channel like this, when you hit edit, You have EQ, you have all different frequencies you can manipulate. You have what is called a high pass filter, which we do recommend on anything that's just a microphone. That cuts all the frequencies to the low end where you cannot reproduce, but you can feed back. And we're back to mixer. When you scroll across, there's a lot of features. There's RCA plugs, so if you plug straight into the mixer, you can put an iPad connector there. It has another feature, it's called the player. There is a USB input on the mixer itself. Put songs, as many as you want, 100 songs on an MP3, put it there, or if someone is doing singing to tracks, they can do it there. Those songs will actually appear here. You can click on it and hit play, and it'll play through the system. Okay, going back to mixer, I'm going to scroll across. If you look over here, you have white, red, blue, and green. These are your wireless microphones, and they are labeled by color, so makes it easy, no mistakes. So if you're having a meeting in here, you don't need anything else. You can control the volumes right here. All right, your wireless mic are the new digital, so interference will be at a minimum. The nice thing about these is your battery charges within it. Go ahead. Eject it there, unscrew it. Be sure you don't screw these in too tight. You can break them if they're over tightened. Match it up, pop it in. Again, just snug, but don't over tighten. All you have to do is turn it on and you're ready to go. Check 1, 2. Here's your volume on channel 1. Check 1, 2, check, 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 1, 2. It's as simple as that. We're on a white microphone, and there's your volume. We're on an iPad, same thing as the computer you just saw. You want to be on the Wi-Fi, the Soundcraft UI. Remember, this is not an outside Wi-Fi. You're not going to be able to surf the internet with it. Go to your browser window. In this case, on an iPad, it's Safari, and you're going to go to 10.10.1. Because this is a larger device, we want to choose the larger one. It already had it memorized because we were on it earlier. Don't choose the smaller one. That's only for your phones. And the nice thing about being on an iPad is it's touch friendly. No more mouse. Scroll across to see your extra channels and your extra features. Nice thing is your master always remains on there. This is your mixer. As you notice, there are no knobs on it. All the controls happen on your computer with the exception of your left and right out. Leave those alone. Be sure they're all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 full channels. You also have monitor outs if you ever take it to that. But as we understand, when a band comes in, they bring their own system in. They will just be tying into this system. If they connect outside, it'll be channels 5 and 6, which is called mix top, mix bottom, or channels 7 and 8, which is B top, B bottom. Okay, this is your Zone Pro, which we will get into showing you how to turn off zones and adjust volumes per zone. These are all the amplifiers for your main performance system. They are locked. You cannot alter them. You can turn them off though. Please don't, leave them alone. This is one of your amplifiers that controls some of your zones. It needs to be in blue. If you see that, you're not going to get your entry or your food service area. These amps that were here before are still in operation. This is controlling your patio, and these different amplifiers are controlling different zones within the building. Again, this is not user-friendly. Do not touch these. Just leave these alone. Your mixer remains the same as it was before, with one exception, your Zone Pro, and we will have Chris make you a better label. All right, so down here you have all your TVs, just like there was before. Leave the volumes alone on that. What you'll want to do is, on your assignment, you want TV 1 up, bring TV 1 up, TV 3, only bring up 1, obviously, or you're going to get a mix of different things. And the music is on 2. And everything else remains the same. Nothing else has to be touched. All these just remain straight up. One more thing on the mixer. Your second auxiliary will be going to your main system, the performance system. So if you want music going to it, just bring up, you can leave it on all the zones. You can also bring it up on the second channel here, and you'd be sending music to the big system. You have a big sports game and you really want to crank it up, it's on TV1, just bring it up here. And you can bring it to the zones here as well, and of course turn off the 2. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to leave 2 down for the main system and leave the music that you guys have on a daily basis. All right, you've got keys. One key is for the back. You don't have to open it, it's for servicing. The other one is for the front. The nice thing about this is nobody knows how to open it, so you don't ever have to lock it. Slide up, when it pops out, turn it and pull. Okay, so lock it, work it in, push it. So see, people always want to push, and it's not going to do anything. Up, turn, and pull. All right, you have a simple PV mixer. Here's your master. Leave your master up pretty much alone. If you look here, it's inside music. So you can play music, but the nice thing about it is it's a full mixer, so you can bring an iPad or iPhone adapter here, just RCA to mini, and just bring up the channel, and you can play music out here that's different from what's inside. You also have a wireless microphone, just like you have inside. Battery is rechargeable inside, just like the inside ones, and just bring it up on channel 1, and now you can announce games out here, and there's your volume. Everything else pretty straightforward. It's just a standard mixer. I'm going to bring channel 1 off, turn it off, and leave the microphone right here. We're going to go ahead and close this, and we're done.
Each of your zones are labeled here, like this is the bar area right here behind us, or the main dining over here. They got the back corner, Bill's corner, the hallway and bathrooms, and patio area. If you want to adjust the volume or mute that zone, you would hit your select on your output and then come over here to the screen, and you've got 1, 2, and 3. 1 is going to be your volume for that zone, and number 3, right now it says unmuted. You turn this wheel and now that zone is muted. And you can do that to any of your zones. You'd hit select, and then if it's unmuted, now it's muted.
Show me how to do the volume.
If you want to go to the volume, you would hit your zone, and then number 1, and you see here it says -20. You can either go louder or softer.
And we have set them at a volume that's very normal and comfortable throughout the building for your business operation.